May the 27th, 2005 at this time. The first item we have is the agenda approval. What is the pleasure of the council on approving our agenda as presented?
Make a motion, we approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same, and there is none. Next item is no parking signs on Dixie Street, and that's page 1 in your tablets, and our city manager,
Yes, Mayor, Council, this come about, we were actually talking to a citizen that lives on the other end of Dixie Street, and he's actually the police chief, Mr. Wall, if you know him. He lives on the other end of Dixie Street, and you can see from the pictures there, the top left-hand picture, we have cars now that are parking on both sides of the street, and what it's doing is, obviously, we can't get two cars through there when they do this. So we're wanting to see about putting no parking signs up on the other side of the street against Somerset, because there's no entryway there. There's really no reason for a car to park on that side of the street. So we're just wanting to see about putting the no parking signs there so it's safer, it's easier, especially if we have a fire truck that needs to get through there. You can see from the picture there, there's no way our fire trucks will be able to get through there.
Okay.
With cars parking on both sides of the street. You know, the other side of the street, that's the only parking for the apartments that are on that side. So, you know, we have to allow those cars to park over there, so that's why we're trying to see about the no parking on the other side.
how far down the street would you want the no parking?
What we would do is we would go probably to, we would stop before you get to where Mandy and Mike Harrell live there.
Mm-hmm.
We'd stop before we get to that house. So it would only be at that area, like I said, that butts up to Somerset, that you don't have an entryway, where you don't have any residences on that side, and we'd stop it before you get to where Mandy and Mike Harrell used to live.
So you're, okay, we're still allowing parking on the side where the apartments.
Correct.
Where the 7 cars are in
Yeah,
this
if you look
picture,
on the-
right?
yeah.
That's the only parking for the residents.
Yeah, if you look on the bottom
That's
picture.
what I thought. I thought,
No.
and I got it backwards there.
Yeah, the only place we would not allow parking is if you look at the bottom picture where you see the one car on that other side, just on that side of the
Okay.
street. The other
Yeah.
side where the apartments are, we'll leave that as is.
And there's no entrance to Somerset Court from that side anyway.
There's not.
It's just a big
It's
ditch
It's
like
a big
that.
ditch. You can't drive on that side.
Okay.
Okay.
Does any council member have any negative thoughts on this?
I don't.
Then I would need a motion that we accept the no parking signs on Dixie Street as presented by.
I make a motion to that effect.
I'll second.
I have a motion to accept the no parking signs as has been stated by our city manager on Dixie Street. No other discussion. All in favor of this motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. And it is unanimous. Okay, we'll go to item 4, and this is to declare property surplus. And I think you got printouts on those. This used to be those things that popped up on Main Street a lot when we had parades and festivals and stuff.
Yeah, Mayor, Council, this is how they used to, you know, get power when we'd have festivals. And, you know, since we've redone Main Street, we already have the pedestals that are permanent, they don't move. So I was talking to Ben and he said they had approximately 10 of these. So I was asking for these to be declared surplus property and we can put them on Gov Deals for sale.
Do we use those type pedestals anywhere else?
To my knowledge, no. And like I said, we have them all throughout Main Street, so that's why we were saying it's just easier just to get rid of them.
Okay. Any other discussion for or against declaring these as property surplus? Council have any other questions? If not, I would need a motion to declare the property that has been presented as property surplus. so we can, begin the disposing of them.
Make a motion, we declare them surplus and sell them.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to declare the property as presented as surplus. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. All opposed, the same, and it is unanimous. Okay, we'll move to item 5, other business. Do I have anything from council that they would like to bring up under other business at this time? It's quite, okay. If nothing from council, what about staff? Staff have anything they want to bring up?
One thing in particular is this building, David Wright is, going to start painting this week's, hopefully weather permitting, on Thursday. And he's actually already started a little bit on the doors. So if you look at the front doors, that's the color that we'll be using. So hopefully Thursday he gets started on, the underhang, and, back here at the back is probably gonna be where the biggest part of the work is. He's got to frame in that back area there, and then he'll put up vinyl siding to cover that once he gets it framed in, the wood's rotting at the back of the building here.
Back where we had the ice machine.
Yes, sir. So that's probably gonna be the most labor-intensive part of his job. But hopefully, once he gets started, I would think a couple weeks, and he can finish the painting. And then we're gonna take these trees down in the front, like we discussed. We're gonna look to get some landscape lights put up, and then we'll get some new mulch. And hopefully the exterior is gonna really look good.
Have we made a decision on the canopies?
Well, I thought we'd made a decision we was gonna remove them because
Well, I
we've got
noticed
so
some
much of an
still there.
overhang that there really wasn't a purpose. If you walk out here, you got a canopy that is under 75% of the overhang, so we were just gonna take them
Well, are
down.
we gonna take the frames down?
Yes, the frames are coming down.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
that was
Yes,
my
ma'am.
question. I didn't notice they were still up,
Yeah.
so I thought maybe
Yeah.
we
That's
didn't
what I
have
understood.
something permanent on
They're gonna
that.
try to get the frames down in the morning, actually.
Okay, I think it'd look better
That'll
without
look
the frame.
Much
Yeah.
better,
Yeah.
much better.
Okay,
I have one question about here, Garden Club asked me, we do the pots around here and fix them. Are they on the watering list, do you know, or do we need to come up and water them?
We probably need to put them on the water
They
list
used
if
to
they're
be,
not.
yeah, they were at one time, the guy before Tommy
Uh-huh.
that did it. He'd come over here when he watered Main Street, then he'd come over and go around the community
Yeah,
building.
that's not a problem. I know you have one here
Right.
and a couple at the front.
Two there at the front.
And we even talked about, when we get the next round of pots from Athens, is getting a couple to
Oh,
put
that would be
here
nice.
at the community
That would
building
be
as
good.
well.
that would be good.
So we can put that on the watering list. That's
Okay.
not a problem.
All right, I
If it's
told
not
Pam
already.
I'd check with you to see.
Okay,
Okay.
anything else from staff?
I think that's it.
No. I said 10 minutes, might break it.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion for adjournment. I have a second.
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Uh,
All opposed, there is none. We are adjourned.